In the land of Uzzeba, Owan West, Edo State, Nigeria, there lived a hunter who became wealthy overnight in his 40s, only to lose everything later. The mystery behind his sudden wealth is revealed as the story unfolds. One fateful day, while farmers worked in their fields and hunters ventured into the bush, the hunter set out with his gear. After an unfruitful hunt, he headed home, tired and frustrated. Along the way, he stumbled upon a river and spotted a glittering object on the riverbank. Curious, picked it up, took it home and stored it safely. Feeling exhausted, the hunter sat on his wooden couch, contemplating what to eat after the long, tiring day. His mind wandered to the object he found, and he retrieved it from his bag to examine it further. Despite his efforts, he couldn't comprehend what it was, so he decided to keep it safe, out of his children's reach. At midnight, strange occurrences began. A female voice echoed through the night, demanding, "Give me back my sponge." The hunter, confused and frightened, tried to ignore the voice, thinking it came from outside, perhaps from a neighbor. However, the voice persisted, and he decided to investigate. Peeking through his window, the hunter expected to see someone outside. He didn't see anyone. He then went to his sitting room, where to his astonishment, a lady appeared. She stretched out her hand, repeating her demand, "Give me back my sponge." The hunter, taken aback by the lady's unusual appearance, asked her what sponge she was referring to and how she entered into the room. The lady kept screaming with a terrible and scary voice, demanding that the hunter return his property, which he had taken from the riverbank. The hunter then recalled the object he had picked up from the riverbank. Feeling confident due to his traditional hunting powers, he refused to return the sponge, claiming he didn't see anyone with it. The hunter then requested a return of favor, proposing that if he were to return the object, the lady would have to bless him with something. The lady then granted him unparalleled wealth and prosperity in his farm and hunting endeavors. However, she warned him to keep their agreement a secret without breaking it, and that if he does, there would be terrible repercussions. The hunter agreed, and they sealed their deal. As time passed, the hunter's wealth and success grew, arousing jealousy among his fellow villagers. He became so prosperous that he was given a title, and people began to wonder about the source of his wealth. Initially, they attributed it to luck, but as his success continued, they realized that something more extraordinary was at play. The hunter's fellow hunters and associates grew increasingly envious, and the hunter himself became pompous, reveling in his newfound status. One fateful evening, while drinking at a popular joint known as Mermaid joint, the hunter became intoxicated and revealed the secret of his success. The news spread quickly, and soon the entire village knew about the hunter's deal with a mermaid. The mermaid reappeared, accusing the hunter of breaking their agreement. As a result, his wealth and prosperity will cease to grow, as it was after their agreement, and instead, he will become poorer than before. The hunter tried to beg for mercy, but it was too late. As the days passed, the hunter's fortune dwindled, and he became gradually poorer. His downfall was swift and merciless, and he eventually died, a poor, depressed, and frustrated man, a worse shadow of his former self.